Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining the webinar. Today, I'm going to just share a little bit about Empower with Words College Prep, and I'm just going to share just a few information on what we do and who we service, and then I'm going to transition to our guest speaker for the webinar. So Empower with Words is a college prep company that provides students as well as their parents the clarity and tools needed to successfully navigate the college as well as the scholarship processes. Here are a few of our team members. We have our student interns who support us with ensuring that our programs are being ran. In the left-hand corner, we have our president who really assists me behind the scenes in ensuring that we are providing the quality services to our students. Our biggest mission here at Empower with Words College Prep is to help students reach their full academic as well as their career potential. That is what we strive to do here in this organization. We provide the services in various ways and formats. We provide private coaching, which we work with students one-on-one. A lot of our sessions have been done virtually due to the COVID pandemic. And again, we provide workshops. A lot of our workshops had to be transitioned into online sessions. And we also provide college tours where we strive to give the exposure opportunities to various campuses. And right now we are hosting a webinar series the first Wednesday of every month. Just a few detailed service topics that we cover, whether it's in an individual setting or whether it's within a group setting such as this. We provide students with the student project plans. We help them develop these plans. And this is where we focus on creating SMART goals for the students. We assist and provide time management strategies and skills. We provide essay writing and editing strategies. We also assist students and parents with financial aid awareness, helping them understand how and where to find scholarships. And one of the things that I tell students as well as their parents is that you can be a straight A student, but a lot of colleges and a lot of scholarship committees, they want to see well-rounded students. So we strive to help students build their resumes, and this is where we provide guidance on community service opportunities as well as leadership opportunities in their school programs or in the community programs. Another product that we provide is a workbook, and it's entitled $0 to Full Scholarship. And what we did with this in this particular workbook is we divided information into 3 modules. The first module is really focused on the parent portion, how they can help their student prepare for college. The second module is really focused on the academic portion of college planning, whether it's SATs or GPA maintenance and so forth. And the third module is really focused on the financial piece of college preparation. Here's just a flyer of a few webinars that we have scheduled. And again, this particular webinar, we're really focused on how money works, and we're going to talk about FASFA and so forth. The next webinar, which is scheduled November the 4th, is going to be focused on essay writing tips. And in this webinar, I will be the speaker, and I will be sharing some strategies on how students can successfully write essays for college or scholarships. If you want more information on Empower with Words College Prep, you can find us. Our website is empowerwithwords.com. You can also send us an email, empowerwithwordsllc@gmail.com, and we are also on various social media platforms, LinkedIn, Facebook, as well as Instagram. And what I would like to do is I would like to introduce our next speaker, who is Pam Lucky. Pam Lucky has invested 25 years at a California university, helping students navigate through application, registration, and graduation processes. She started as a work-study student assistant and worked her way up to assistant to the director at a satellite location when she transitioned her career. She earned her Bachelor's of Science in Business Administration in the process. Presently, she is in her 18th year of educating families on the roles of the money game as they can make and save more money. Her goal is to help families reach their goal and their dreams. She recently relocated to the state of Virginia and is excited to continue to expand her business here in the DMV area. Please help me welcome Pam Lucky.
Good evening. As Shantel said, my name is Pam Lucky, and I am trying to figure out how to make this thing be full screen, and it's not.
Do you see the icon at the top? The PowerPoint icon at the top?
No, right here.
Right there. Yeah, there you
Thank
go.
you.
No problem.
See, anybody can do a webinar. I'm just going to go through the process of being able to afford to be college bound. College costs now to go to a four-year institution right now for public in-state schools, about $95,000 for your 4 years. If we're planning now for children in the future, 18 years from now, they're looking at that cost being $215,000. So as you can see, it's not a simple thing to decide to finance college. It's something that we really need to give some thought to, and I'm going to go through the different ways that you're able to pay for the college experience. How many? We have people that save money for college for their kids, their grandkids. There are scholarships, grants, work study, and loans. And so the savings obviously is money saved. Scholarship, grants, and work study is money that's awarded to the student, and loans are money that's borrowed. And I'll go through each of those briefly for you. Scholarships is money awarded that the recipient is not expected to pay back. Now, there may be certain criteria that they have to maintain a certain grade point average, have a full load, be a full-time student. Shantel mentioned that her organization does help students with this process. Grants, unlike scholarships, grants usually come with no strings attached. They're awarded either based on need, financial need, or they're awarded by, either federally or by the institution, but it's usually need-based. If there's a gap between the amount of money they expect that you will need to go to college and the amount of money that your family has available. Then work study, which is how I started at college, is a part-time job either on campus or off campus for students with a financial need. It's again awarded, and it's all awarded based on your FAFSA, which we'll get to in just a moment. There are also loans, but loans come at a price. There's two types of loans. You have the federal student loan, where you can borrow money. It's usually a low interest rate and flexible repayment terms. A private loan is usually through a bank or a credit union. The federal loan usually allow you to defer any payments till you graduate, or as long as you maintain half part-time status till you graduate. Private loans may require you to pay the interest while you're going to school. So if loans are in the picture, please be sure to read the contract to know what you're getting yourself in. the FAFSA and the CSS profile. There's two different applications you can have to go to college. You can do one or both. The FAFSA is usually required by all colleges because that way they determine if you're got scholarship monies, that they all have to be triggered through the financial aid department that way. And FAFSA stands for Free Application for Federal Student Aid. All colleges that award federal aid require the student to complete this just to determine eligibility. And where you're able to do that, you can apply online at www.fafsa.gov. Now, institutional needs, there is an assistance program, maybe, depending on the school you're looking at going to, through the CSS profile, which is a California, you can tell where I moved from, huh? College Scholarship Service. There's approximately 300 private colleges that require this profile to be in addition to the FAFSA. So it just depends on where you're looking to go to college. And again, it's assessed using your eligibility of the college. The college is the one financing these. And that one you apply at www.collegeboard.org. Now, completing the FAFSA, the first step is you go out there and you fill out the application. It's free, doesn't cost you anything to do it. And most colleges use this to determine eligibility for federal, state, and college-sponsored financial aid. It includes the grants, it includes work study, and it includes loans, and usually in that order. Some use it to, you're not able to apply for a scholarship at the college unless you filled out a FAFSA. So I've always recommended to the students, everybody fill out one. It's free, it doesn't cost you anything. Now they come up with this calculation that says your expected family contribution. Now that's how much money the family is expected to contribute towards your education. And that's all based on a formula they come up with. They look at your assets, which are things you own, whether that be your home, retirement accounts, those kind of things, your income, and they use other information to determine this calculation. It's used to determine how much money they determine you're eligible for. And the difference between the cost of going to college, the cost of attendance, and the estimated financial contribution is how much money your financial need is determined to be. Now at a glance, what goes into that calculation? Most college students and families are expected to contribute toward the cost of education. But when they look at the parents and the children of the student, the student's assets are only 20% of that requirement. So say somebody has a 529, a college savings plan for them. The big concern is, oh my gosh, how much is that going to impact if they need money? Well, if it's in the student's name as the beneficiary, it's only 20%. Whereas if it's the parent's retirement account they're looking at, that weighs 50%. The parent's assets are up to 5.6%, but again, their income is the big portion that weighs. It's which one. If it's in the student's name, it's not as much of an impact as it is if it's in the parent's name. They also consider how many children are in the household and how many of them are you paying for to go to college. I mean, those are all calculations that go into this. So it's not a simple, this is how they figure it. It's got a lot of moving parts in it. And how do you estimate the eligibility? Well, say you have a student that a student right now that's younger, they're not looking to go to college in the next couple years, somebody that's not yet in high school, you can use this FAFSA forecaster, and it's FAFSA, the number 4, CASTER, and they can get a calculation of what they expect is going to be the cost for that child to go to college. Gives you an idea of planning. If you've got, say, an inheritance or something where you can put aside money for the child, you're able to do that. and the calculators offered on the FAFSA website, www.studentaid.ed.gov/FAFSA/estimate. Now, there's a number of ways to save for college. We've got UGMA, which is Uniform Gift to Minor account, or UTMA, which is a Uniform Transfer to Minor account, both of which are accounts that are actually in the student's name. They don't have to be used for college, but they get access to them at age of maturity. So just a trust, savings bonds. I know my grandma always gave us savings bonds so that we could go to college. Traditional taxable accounts, a Roth IRA, Coverdale Education Savings Account, and a 529 plan. That's a 529 plan is for any accredited institution. It doesn't have to be for college, but it can be for any accredited institution. So that, in a nutshell, is how to take care of financing college and the FAFSA program. If you have any questions, my cell phone's on here. You can call or text. It is still a California number, 209-815-0069, or my website is www.primerica.com/plucky, Luckie. Thank you and appreciate your time today.